What's up, everybody? Kid or MRE. We're back for another MRE of our US MRE tier list. This time we got menu 3, chicken, noodles, and vegetables in sauce. You know how it is. Let's crack into this. You know what? It says peelable seal. Let's give that a try. I've never actually done a peel on the seal. Okay, it's pretty tough. I could probably do it if I didn't have to keep it in camera, but let's just crack into this. Everything's all nicely packed together. Wonderful. Got to check, by the way, this is a 2130. That's the 130th day of 2022. Put that to the side. Chicken, noodles, with vegetables in sauce. Give this a little peek. Okay, here we have our main. These are the chicken and noodles. Feeling some hard bits in there. You know, I like chicken noodles. I'm a big fan, but we'll see how it holds up to an MRE. Apple jelly. Okay, this I like. You know, it puts a smile on my face when I get apple jelly and not cheese spread. Because as interesting as the cheese spread is, say it ain't so. Peanut butter. Now, MRE peanut butter is like nothing before. I had it in my first MRE. It's excellent. We'll definitely be enjoying that. So far, so good. What have we got here? We got raspberry applesauce. Not just any applesauce, but raspberry. All right. Put that to the side. You know what it is. Our hot beverage bag. Our FRH, of course. Cardboard for the FRH. Accessory pack. I will be opening it. I'm not going to go through it because you guys know the deal at this point. Spoon. What we got here? Tropical punch flavored fruit. Oh, no fruit juice. I thought it would say tropical punch flavored fruit juice, but no fruit juice. Just tropical punch flavored. We'll definitely be looking at that. And of course, since we got that peanut butter, we gotta have something to put the peanut butter on. Crackers. And this is nice. This is incredible. Look at this. Now this is special, everybody. Original Skittles in the MRE. That is exceptional. Already, I can feel that this is going to make the MRE at least like 2 times better. That might move it up in the tier list. What have we got here? Powdered hot sauce from Trans Packers Services Corp. Wow. Packaged hot sauce. Paprika, red pepper, salt, hot sauce powder, cayenne. All right, I'm really excited to test this. I've never had a hot sauce in an MRE. All right, let's get this out onto a tray. Rather, let's get this out onto a plate. Okay, so I'm just gonna scooch these things aside because we're gonna be looking at the star of the appetizer show, the crackers. I'm quite excited to try these with the peanut butter. Oh, don't know if you could hear that. I had a beautiful hiss there. Let's get these crackers out in a professional manner. Looks like they're in shape. And look at that. Oh, a little crumbly there. Ain't nothing. I'm going to eat this a little bit. Yeah, it tastes like a cracker. The closest thing you could probably relate it to is ramen. You know, not the kind you actually cook. When you just take it out of the bag. Yeah, it tastes like that. So, it tastes like uncooked ramen. There's nothing wrong with that, I think. It's not too bad. Apple jelly, though. Apple jelly. I mean, you can make a PBJ with these, technically, but I don't think we're going to take that risk. Let's see what ingredients got in here. Corn syrup is the first ingredient. You love to see that. High fructose corn syrup is the second ingredient. Okay. Well, let's give it a taste. I want to yeah, gonna have to cut this unless we can tear it along here. Yes, we can. Oh, for some reason I expected it to be like grape flavored. I mean, it tells you apple jelly, but and look at that. Wow, it's the ambrosia. It's the nectar of the gods right here. Let's give it a little taste. I'm gonna have to give it a bit more of a taste. Well, let's put on one of these crackers. Oh, look at that. It looks nice and clear. Wow. We'll do one cracker for the peanut butter, one cracker for the jelly. Try to get this all out. That's good enough for me. And let's just hit it with the peanut butter too. Get that nice presentation. You might notice the different plate. You know, I used those glass plates last time, the porcelain ones. I thought they might have looked a little too bright and shiny for the video, so we're using the good old plastic blue plate. All right. I'm just gonna cut this one open. Honestly, it's easier. Wonderful. Look at that peanut butter. Nice. Awesome. So, we got the peanut butter. I'm going to cheat and use a knife this time to actually spread it. Because, let's be honest, a spoon is not the most ideal spreading device. So, let's just give it a nice little spread. Make it look nice and presentable. Let's give it a taste. Just by itself. There's a slight... Honestly, you know, from the peanut butter you get in stores, I would honestly say it tastes a little more like a peanut, which is just insane. It tastes like you can taste the peanut in there. Of course you can in, you know, normal store ones, but it's more pronounced in this. It certainly tastes different from normal store peanut butter. So yeah, just a little more peanutty maybe, which is awesome. It's really not that bad of a peanut butter. I mean, some could say it's even better than the store-bought peanut butter. True MRE delicacy. And look at this jelly. Wow. It's a little hard to spread out. Let's see if we can pick some of that up. Oh, yeah, it does not want to get picked up. Look at that. Very clear. So the peanut butter, I'd say, tastes better than store-bought stuff. This does not. It's a little bland, if anything. Like, it tastes watered down. I'm guessing that's all that corn syrup in there. But yeah, it just tastes a little watered down than what you would normally get. So, not terrific, but it's really not bad. Like, this is pretty cool. Let's give it a try with the cracker. Yeah, it's a little different from toast, I'd say, with jelly on it, which is what you would normally eat. Yeah, it's not bad. You know, I'd almost want to combine these together and see what that would taste like, but I think we're gonna save that for another MRE where we get this, because I've already spread these out and they're nice and pristine looking. Let's take a bite of this. And yeah, I mean, the cracker is a little different from toast. Like I said, it's kind of like uncooked ramen. But yeah, I mean, that peanut butter just tastes perfectly good. That is a great peanut butter. I'm not glazing this up at all either. This is really nice. All right. Well, let's finish this and head to the next component. All right, after those crackers, feeling a little parched. So let's crack into this beverage base. Take a look at the ingredients real quick here. 130 calories. There's a lot of sugar in this, as you can see, but no protein, so it's not protein at all, but 50% vitamin C, so that's quite nice. That's really good. Let's give this a little open. Okay. Nice little zipper lock. Whew. Okay. I expected it to be red. No, it is bright pink. That is bright pink. I want to open up the middle here. Take a look. Yeah, look at that. Just bright pink. Awesome. Okay. Let's give it a smell. That smells like it's like a tropical fruit punch if you put some sort of cleaner that you got out of like the janitor's closet into it. That's what it smells like. So just use your imagination for that. Let's add us our water. Fill line on this one is actually quite high. It's higher than you would expect on a one of those protein shakes. Yep, we're just about at the fill line. Let's give this a shake, and I'll be right back. I have finished shaking this. Don't be afraid to shake these. You're going to get some spillage. You can see I got some spillage on the side. But trust me, it's much better to get spillage than to not shake it sufficiently like I did on that chocolate hazelnut beverage. That did not taste good. And that was very coagulated. Let's ensure that I shook it properly. A little bit on the side there. But overall, looks great. Let's see how it looks in the DOS boot. Okay. Looking like Kool-Aid. Cherry Kool-Aid. Lemon punch Kool-Aid. And I'm supposing, I hope that's what it's going to taste like as well. Look at that. Nice color to it. Sorry, a little smudge on the DOS boot there. Need to clean it better. Okay, let's take a taste. That tastes, there's a strong hint of cherry. Yeah, I mean, this doesn't taste bad at all. No, that's a good fruit base. Doesn't taste like any sludge. Doesn't taste too much like chemicals, although there's a special aftertaste you get from it, which might be a little chemical-y. But that tastes like normal fruit punch. Wonderful. All right, let's move on to our main time. All right, let's pop open this FRH. At this point, you guys know the drill. I know the drill. Oh, perhaps I don't know the drill well enough. Ah, that'll work. Let's slide this into the FRH. Let's add some water. Oh, look at that. Beautifully at the fill line. Sealed it up. Whew, and that's already really hot. Wow. Oh yeah. Make sure you package these. Don't want to burn yourself. Oh my. Make sure you lay it down. You want to make that FRH heater get all that water absorbed into it, because it is water activated. Just seeing if you can hear that hissing there. We have liftoff. Let's lean it against the wall. Let's lean it against the DOS boot. DOS boot is multi-purpose. That'll do. Okay. Now, in the meantime, we'll be moving on to our applesauce with raspberry, puree. Again, quite a bit of sugar in this. This seems to be a high sugar MRE, but that's okay when you're out in the field. I am not out in the field, as you might have guessed. Red 40 alert. That is, Red 40 is known to be a possible carcinogen. But I can't tell you the amount of things I probably had with Red 40 in the past, so an applesauce with raspberry puree will not kill me now. Let's get it out. We got a bowl suited for the occasion. Let's pop this tab open. Nice. Oh, don't want to do that. Like that. Give it a smell. Smells like applesauce. Can't pick up any hints of raspberry, but let's squeeze it out and let's see what it looks like. Okay. Looks a little like sludge. With a little mix-up. Kind of chunky. Guessing that might be the raspberry puree in there. Let's give it a taste. Wow. Okay. Yeah, you can definitely taste those chunks, and that is the raspberry puree. I've had... What was it? Was it in menu 1 or 2? I think it was in 2. I had an applesauce in that one. Possibly menu 1. But this is actually better than that one. It's sweet. It's almost overly sweet. Yeah, I think if they added any sugars in that, which I believe they did, I don't think that's necessary, but yeah, it's very sweet. The raspberry puree adds a nice texture, and you can pick up notes of that raspberry. Wonderful. So let's finish this off. I'll be right back. All right, we're finished with that. I can feel the red 40 coursing through my blood. I think this might be the most successful FRH I've ever had. I mean, I'm not sure if you can hear that. It's still going, and it's been quite a while, and it is incredibly hot to the touch. Anyways, it is time to pull this main out. See if we can't get this out without burning ourselves. You know, from menu 1, I know it's only been 2 MREs, but I'm kind of becoming a pro with this. I'm getting better and better. Anyways, here we got our chicken and noodles. I would pull it down the side, but I think it's just easier to cut it into the top if you have a knife. Let's take a crack. Whoa. Look at that. You can see a bit of carrot there. Let's give it a smell. Okay. That smells like dog food, or cat food. Yeah, just doing a double take. Yeah, no, that is what it smells like. Regardless, let's get it out into a bowl. Ooh, still hot. And you know, I said it smelled like dog food. It kind of looks like it too. Wow. What the hell? Ouch. Okay, so, it smells like And it kind of looks like they just put some Purina into that MRE. Wow. Look at those. I mean, these are gigantic chunks of chicken. Wow. Look at that. Possible green bean siding? Definitely carrot. Got the noodles. All right. Well, without further ado, let's give it a taste. That might look and smell like dog food, but that does not taste half bad. No, it does not. That does not taste half bad. Let's go in for another shot. Let's make sure we get that big bean chunk. Wow. I mean, that doesn't taste bad at all. It's actually seasoned, like, properly. It tastes seasoned, which is insane. Wow. No, that's not bad. I really don't mind that. In fact, I prefer it over Menu 2. And it's a lot less hassle. You know, Menu 2, you got to get those tortillas out, spread everything. Man, this, it just comes packaged nicely. Put it into a bowl, eat it. It's nothing too hard. Speaking of tasting, let me find that hot sauce. Now, I'm not usually one to put hot sauce in my chicken and noodles, but it's here. Might as well give it a try. Huh. Looks like it has quite a bit of moisture in it. You can see how it's kind of compacted in there. Let's give it a smell. Whoa. Yeah, you definitely get a paprika smell out of that. There's definitely quite a bit of paprika in there. Let's dump it in. We don't do half measures when it comes to spice. Full packet. I'm wondering what else you could use that for. You know, it might be okay if you put it in the coffee as well. So kind of get like a Mexican coffee type situation. Anyways, let's give this a taste with the hot sauce. Oh, I don't mind that at all. That's awesome. That adds just a perfect amount of heat. Wow. No, that's really good. That adds a good amount of heat to it. Nothing too bad. You're not going to die from like eating that hot sauce. But if you thought it was bland, I thought it was seasoned, okay? If you thought it was bland, I mean, this spices it up 100%. Wow. Guys, I don't know if I was just really hungry today, but I'm thoroughly enjoying this MRE. Menu 3. And, you know, the thing is, I didn't see any hype for it online. I've seen some other MRE tier lists generated by other people, but MRE 3 was not at the top. And I am enjoying this MRE. Let me finish this in peace, and I will be back. All right, I'm back. I finished that in probably like 40 seconds, 45 maybe. That hot sauce does pack a good punch. It's nothing too extreme, but yeah, it really spices it up. I'm thoroughly impressed. Big ups, Menu 3. Big ups to the DOD for Menu 3. Now you guys know what time it is. Let's pop up that counter. Let's hit this chug in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh. There's nothing like chugging an MRE fruit-based beverage base, I'll tell you that. Oh, wonderful. Hopefully we're improving our chug times. Expect by menu 24 that our chug times will have significantly improved. Man, 24. We still have 21 menus to go. That's a lot. Anyways, Skittles, dessert. Now, some people might say it's a cop-out to just put in a bag of Skittles rather than something like a cake or even cornbread. And while I certainly don't mind the cornbread and the cakes, I mean, this is just, it's refreshing. You know what you're getting yourself into. You know it's going to be good. Again, lots of sugars. That's a lot of carbs. So, MRE3, diabetes. Look at that. And these are the original colors. Kind of weird that they chose an original color pack. No grape in this. Actually, yeah, there is. Just didn't get any here. All right, so let's give it a try. Yeah, what do you want me to say? These are normal Skittles. They taste good. They have a ton of sugar in them. I mean, you're definitely not going to get the same nutritional value out of these as you would a cake or a bread. But, I mean, these, I can imagine, are just great for morale. Oh, yeah. Let's finish these up, and I will be back for the judgment. Alright, finishing up, we still have the accessory pack, but you guys have seen the accessory packs and in the menus 1 and 2. It's the same thing. I'm going to keep this sealed. It's something nice if you go camping. It's got your moist towelette, toilet paper in it, gum, coffee. So yeah, just something nice, but this doesn't change across any of the menus, so we might as well just, you know, not try anything in this. It's not going to affect the tier list. Anyways, after finishing menu 3, I am quite impressed. Nice menu. There's a nice spread from the crackers to the peanut butter was great. The beverage base was really good. The main looked like and smelled like Purina puppy chow, but it was actually really nice, especially with that hot sauce. And I'm gonna have to say, putting up the menu for now. This is subject to change, but this one's gonna have to go into the Michelin star tier at the top. Something has to fill that spot for now. If I run into something that I'm like, okay, this menu pales compared to that one, then I can remove this one and maybe put it in A tier along with menu 1. Maybe menu 1 will also move. So, anyways, thank you for watching, everybody. That was MRE menu 3. Really nice, really wonderful. I will see you guys next week for menu 4, and stay tuned. Thank you for watching.